Need for Speed Undercover, the title that most of us remember for all of its flaws, bugs, mistakes, and etc. I've mentioned this in my black box video that the studio only had 6 months after the release of Need for Speed Pro Street to make a brand new title, and with such a small deadline to achieve all of the plans and ideas they've had, it was inevitable that this game wasn't going to be good as its predecessors. But what about the mods that exist for this game? Can the modders do a better job than the actual developers that worked on this game? In the recent years, we have seen the appearance of so many new mods for these old games, such as Overhaul mods, graphical improvements, and many more. And everybody knows that EA isn't going to remake these games or remaster them after so many years, so the modders are here to achieve that on their own. And with this particular game, there exists a mod that aims to solve a lot of the flaws and issues that Need for Speed Undercover suffered from. This mod is called Project Reformed, and we tried it out on my Twitch channel, which you can check in the description below. Made by Lex Solo and his lovely team, they have been working on this mod for over 2 years, giving constant updates and improvements to the game. Improvements such as the handling, graphics, the environment, and many more things that we will cover in this video. So sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy this deep dive into Project Reformed. Now, the most recognizable change that this mod shows is the handling improvement. In the original game, the handling was exceptionally janky to the point where every car felt the same. Hell, even worse than Most Wanted, with a feeling similar to driving an overpowered go-kart, and also you could abuse some of the heroic physics which produce nothing but severely broken mechanics. For example, the Nitro is set to give you an enormous amount of grip, carrying a lot of speeds through the corners and not losing much in the process, or even power sliding, which would also give you another massive speed boost on any car. Now the handling is a lot more refined for all vehicles in the game, and you can adjust it to your liking in the garage. Cars feel much more natural. You can experience the car's behavior regarding their respective drivetrains, such as front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and more. In the garage, you get several fine-tuning settings. These include options that let you tweak it around until you get the performance that you like, or to deal with the oversteer or understeer of a specific car. And the fun part is that most of these settings actually do matter. The final drive ratio, tire pressure, even the slightest changes to the steering stiffness can give you that upper hand, which is really good. Muscle cars in particular have had a lot of handling improvements, making them much more enjoyable to drive around the events. The stats of these cars are more realistic than before, like in different racing games. Muscle cars are known for producing that feeling of looseness around corners, capable of pulling lots of drifts. The big change that most of you will probably observe from the start is the graphics overhaul this game had. Back in 2008, we lived in the decade of the piss filter, which looked horrible to most people, including myself. Now it's replaced with better looking visuals. The Skybox before was just a horribly compressed PNG that would rotate extremely fast depending on your car's speed in a perhaps desperate attempt to catch up. But now it looks a lot more colorful and natural. This game has their graphics divided in several zones around the map with different colors, so the team played around with that. In some areas you will see clear blue skies shining down on you. In other areas you will get these retro wave pink skies overlaying on your vehicle while driving around. And in total there are 9 of these biome changes across the map. Although one mini complaint for me was that at some point, let's say on the highway, you drive and the weather looks like an apocalypse is coming soon. And then you drive for a little bit and you casually see the weather uplifted and changed into a sunny biome. It's a small thing, but thought to point that out, but it's a big improvement over the piss-infected city we had in the vanilla version. They also introduced new cars into this mod, like the Eclipse, Celine S7, and that's just to name a few, and upcoming new ones like the Nazca C2, BMW M1, or the Lamborghini Countach. Also, the fact that all of these cars can be competitive when upgraded to Pro parts makes it feel like Pro Street, so if you'd like to just stick to a specific car in a lower tier, you're able to actually compete against other high performance rides with Pro parts. A lot of the pink slip cars got changed in the game, giving better options to choose like the SLA, Gallardo, even unique Stadacas. The camera also had a slight change, going from the regular shaky one to cameras that we've seen in modern racing games featuring a higher sense of speed than before. Slight changes were also made to the design and UI of the game, making it more similar to Need for Speed Heat in that regard. The cops in the vanilla game were piss easy to avoid at most confrontations. They either would get stuck on something or just fail to recognize your actual location. So in this mod, they have seen a big overhaul, making them a bit more aggressive. They keep up with you most of the time, and if you get boxed in by them, then it's a simple GG for you.
What a waste of a donut, man.
It's a lot more similar to the cops of Most Wanted, giving it a bit more challenge and excitement to try out. However, the only thing that can be frustrating at times is how the chopper is glued to you wherever you go for a few minutes until it eventually stops chasing you. I'm not sure if this is due to the mod or how it was in the vanilla version, but it was definitely a noticeable thing while playing this. The milestones for the cop chases have also been slightly changed to give you more time to try and do them with some breathing room. More so in the following updates of this mod, there's going to be included a scaling system pretty similar to Most Wanted. So the cops actually scale with time and you won't be seeing federal cops every 10 seconds in any chase near the end of the game. Similar to how the cops were bad in the vanilla version, the racer AI was also not really good. In most cases you would be 10 or 20 seconds ahead on most events in the vanilla version, but they also improved them with this mod. They are much more competitive than before. In some cases they can be seen rubber banding a lot to catch up again, similar to how it was in Most Wanted, but it brings back some excitement while doing these events instead of it being a snooze fest. Speaking of the AI, the bosses in some of the takedown missions have different vehicles, like G-Mac driving this Murcielago, Rose in a Koenigsegg, and Chase in Rosa's Porsche, and various mission presets have been switched with better cars like the React Team Sessions RX-7 or the Challenge Series McLaren F1. I also forgot to mention, this game also had a challenge series, but because it was broken beyond repair, what the team here did was they took the cars from the challenge series and put them into this game and set them as mission preset cars. The main question left to answer is, does this mod fix all of the mistakes that Need for Speed Undercover has? Well, yes and no. See, the modders are able to fix as much as they can, but most of the issues of this game are within the game code itself, which they don't have access to as far as I've been told. So while they are able to add all of these amazing changes, they can't change the core aspect fully, so you will still notice some of the jankiness from the vanilla game in here.
The dude just stopped. The dude just stopped. He gave up on life. Okay, he's moving. He's moving a little bit. Just a little bit. What the fuck? This game is so broken even with a fucking modded version.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck? I saw on the minimap. The dude teleported from one road to here and died. What? And he destroyed this fucking pursuit breaker. Holy shit! I didn't think I was playing Burnout with this mod. Can you let me go, man? Let me go! I can't go forwards and I can't reverse. Now I can. What a bastard. What the fuck? What was that pinch? How many times have I broken the game today, man? Wait, is it actually? Let me keep an eye out. Oh god! Poor civilian, man.
Overall, this is still an incredible mod made by a talented modding team that I think you should give a try and see if you enjoy it for yourself. They are actively updating this mod with newer ideas, fixes, and etc. I will leave a link to their Discord server where you can join and download the mod. And with that, this wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed this mini essay about Project Reformed. If you know any other mods I could try out and do a review like this in the future, leave them in the comments down below. While you're there, hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed the video. Special shoutouts as always go to my patrons that support the channel. If you're interested in getting early access to these videos, check out my Patreon link in the description. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and take care as always. Peace.